Savvy Sundays, once again, episode 2 with Danny and Kate. Today we're going to be talking about how you can keep motivated during lockdown, onions, and all things fitness. We're going to get cracking on. We're going to
let's do this.
Question, our first topic. So I'm going to hand over to Kate.
Okay, so how have you trained during lockdown and how have you found it?
Well, I've been thinking about this one because we do have a little bit of heads up on the question just to keep it flowing. It's got to be done. This time round, so lockdown 2 is so much harder for me than lockdown 1 because the weather, for a start, is so temperamental. I get a little bit anxious about lifting my heavy weights outside and slipping and those kind of things. And also just I'm not great at being outdoors in this cold weather. I have a lot of layers on. It's hard work to get sweaty outside.
Yeah, it's the sweatshirts, the big sweatshirts you need to put on, but then all of a sudden you get sweaty, and then in this kind of weather you get really sweaty, and then it gets cold. Yeah. The sweat starts drying, so you get really cold. Yeah. Hi people, how are you? How's everyone? Sorry, just people keep popping up. So I find, because I was doing a lot of my stuff outside previously, and my neighbour wasn't around, and so it was all cool, and even if it was raining I could do it inside and stuff like this. But this time round, my neighbour's back, and I keep on getting told off, and I'm not even making that much noise, so I can't really do anything that's jumpy, and it's a little bit less, it puts a bit of anxiety onto me when I have to, especially when I'm teaching. I found it quite difficult, and these are things that you don't really realise until you get that bang on the door and you're like, okay, I need to work. This is not easy right now.
Coming at it from that's your job, a work perspective.
Yeah.
I was coming at it from.
Oh, sorry.
No, we like to have these two quite Sunday, just like it's working so well. For me, I quite like getting the vibes up of other people in the gym. I like it's almost like a competition when you can see someone else over there pumping that weight and you think, you know what, I'm going to go a little bit harder, I'm going to run a bit faster. There's that kind of communal competition. You don't get that when you're at home in your garden, trying to avoid the snail factor, trying to stay dry. If you haven't got some of those lovely gyms that showing, they're really coming into play now.
It's vibing off people, because I think someone sent me a message the other day. It's nothing bad. Like, it was, they were just little bit concerned about me and my well-being, which was really lovely, because they've been doing my classes and stuff like that.
You've got classes online, don't you? Tell us a little bit about some of the classes you do. You're there every day. It always comes up for me. Live, and I quickly just.
She's always there. She's always there. So yeah, I've been doing them, and they asked me, "Am I okay?" Like, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Like, yeah, why? And they were like, "You just don't sit," because I can be quite hyper when I'm teaching, or quite hyper when I'm training if I'm around people. Yeah. So I vibe off of people and like energy and stuff like that. And I'm quite a sociable person, but I do like to be on my own too. So it's a bit of a, anyway. So they were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, yeah. And then I realised what it was, because I'm literally just at a screen most of the time, or on my own, like training on my own. And it's that thing, isn't it? Sometimes you do need that social interaction, whatever you do, teaching, training, whatever. And I suppose that's what the gym gives you.
It does. But to be fair, I wasn't struggling with that isolation so much in lockdown 1. Out. I used it as an opportunity to train and tan at the same time. So I couldn't wait and do something. I have no problem with my neighbours watching me at all, and some of them they often see me. Some of them even bought round equipment for me.
Amazing.
Would you like to have this medicine ball? And I'm like, well, yeah, it's 3K. My women will use it, but for me, it's it's a little bit like
throw over the fence.
right over there. So I am struggling. I think I am struggling this time, lockdowns. I don't think my sessions are as productive as they were lockdown 1, and even when I went back to the gym. Strange.
Yeah, it's I think for me it's like I really do enjoy training on my own. I do enjoy it, and there's some things I've really enjoyed about being at home and being in lockdown at home and trying to really focus on myself and focus on what my goals are. And as you said earlier, I do daily workouts on my page called ZK Fit London, and I am a dancer and personal trainer, which we said previously last week.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to do is build a business myself, which hopefully there's going to be some good news soon that I can reveal. But right this second, I'm not revealing anything because I've learned from my mistakes. If you reveal too quick, it all falls apart. So yeah, there are some things happening, and I'm hoping that they're going to be some big changes for me, because I'm very much at that stage. And it's really, well, I suppose we can still talk about this. I suppose what lockdown's done for me is, yes, the training is important, and I suppose both of us like the social side of training, and we like to be around people.
Yeah.
But one thing that I think it's made me do, even more so this lockdown, I think the first lockdown was me decorating. That was my mission. The second lockdown was me trying to work out what I want to do and where I'm going, because
business.
I'm really focusing on what I want to do, because I know what I'm doing at the moment isn't enough for myself. And it's that thing, and I suppose they're parts of lockdown, aren't they, that we and I think you're quite similar. I think it's making you go, well, what do I want?
Self-reflection.
Yeah.
Self-reflection, using this time to adapt, to grow, to add tools to your professional belt, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be fitness. I mean, these sessions, these Savvy Sunday sessions,
we just go on.
But really they could go anywhere, because life is more than fitness. It's just the career that we're in. So whatever it is, yeah, it's a good opportunity to use this space to knuckle down. You need to do. And I don't believe that people should be using, well, I can't get out, I can't do this. There's plenty of online stuff to train yourself up, whether it be in finance, selling things that you make, if you're a crafts person, creative skills, reach out, start doing Insta. I don't even know what these are called. What are these called?
Lives.
But when you pair up with somebody else, has it got a name?
Chats, Q&As.
Just connect other like-minded people and talk about stuff, because everybody is looking for new opportunities. Everybody's looking for collaborations, but you want to collaborate with the right people.
Yeah, definitely.
And not people who are going to suck off of you like Dracula and then leave.
Yeah, and I also really strongly, personally, the way I work, and I've always worked like this, is that I always believe in sort of supporting peers, supporting people around you in a positive way. I'm not really into stepping on anyone's toes. Maybe that's why I'm not successful as I should be, maybe, because I'm not that person. But I strongly believe in how can we nurture each other, because we're all different, so we're all gonna have slightly different paths. We're all gonna, so how do we collaborate together with people? Like, this was sort of a spontaneous thing that you came with me and was like, do you fancy it? I was like, yeah, cool, let's do it, having a chat. And then it was like, yeah, let's do it, let's try and see where this can go, because I believe if people bring the energy to you, and it's not negative and it's not bitchy as such, yeah, then yeah, exactly. And I think it's really about helping people move forward, because I don't have the same path as you, so I can still help you to get to where you need to get to, because I'm from a dance and fitness background, so yours is more from a design and fitness background.
Yeah.
So there might be always things that we can do it. I know that I work strongly a lot on alignment and stuff and posture and things like that. Yes, I can beast people, but I strongly am more about like, how do you get the alignment? So if you have correct alignment, you can do exercises correctly, and then you will actually change your body quite quickly and things like that. I've gone off on one, but it just as we do. I'm sorry, don't know.
That's why our things go on for like half an hour. This is only supposed to be 15-minute, guys. So bouncing off each other. If you do have any input, guys, any questions, drop it in the comments and throw your questions at us. But no, Kate, I think you made some very good points there. Very good point. And it's interesting, just the sort of people that you meet through lockdown. I've made some, what I'd call some good connections, you know, bordering on friendships with people that they're following me, I'm following their stories. I've met some like-minded people that I am not meeting in my local area of where it's just amazing how much Instagram can expand that community of people and like-minded people out there. It's like gold dust when you find them. They're little gems.
Yeah, and I think
know who I'm talking about. They're not, don't think they're watching right now, but if they watch back, yeah, I appreciate you guys.
I think it's also really important, like, to understand, to keep your head clear. So one thing that I've realized recently in the last couple of weeks is that I've actually made some decisions that, like work decisions, that are quite big, and then things are just coming at me and I'm like, oh, right. So
are you into law of attraction?
I think, do you know something?
There.
I never used to be so into like this thing. I just used to be like, yeah, what happened, yeah, whatever, like, but not that kind of thing. But recently I think I'm more like, if you sit within yourself, whatever will be, and wherever you go, and if you go to yourself, I'm ready for this change, I'm ready to move forward, I think it will move forward. And I really strongly believe you have to change your mindset to be able to allow these things to come in. And if you don't change your mindset, you'll just keep going around in a circle.
Yeah, I will definitely agree with you on that point. If you're just going along in this rut and you don't do some practical things to change whatever it is that you don't like, listen, we're talking about that 1 in a million, win that lottery ticket for some external force to come out and change things for the better for you. You've got to make your own path. You've got to work in, you've got to put the education in, you've got to learn that knowledge. Again, whatever field of industry we're talking about, not just fitness. And I think reach out to other people and help other people. If you can be a facilitator to help other people, you know, achieve something in their life, then, you know, you're doing something brilliant for the world, or, you know, for your local community, whatever it is. Be a positive role model.
Yeah, and I think also one thing that people need to realise is that we're not just fitness. That we actually maybe have a little bit of personality. And that fitness, it's important to me and I like it, but I also am a real creative, and that's where my heart really lies. So how do you be creative in fitness, and how do you design different things, and how do you design bespoke programs and stuff like that? And that's the thing for me, is like, how do you be a bit different from the rest, and what makes you a little bit different from the rest? And these are all things I'm really trying to grasp, what my difference is compared to someone else's.
Do you think that comes with age? Again, I do like to throw back the age factor.
Yeah, because we're older.
Got some maturity behind us, girl. Is that something that you've...
Water.
If you was 20, could you make that analysis of yourself, that self-reflection, and be able to articulate yourself in the way that you have? Or do you feel like because you've had this, you know, so many years in the fitness, in dance, that you're now able to evaluate and make that kind of statement?
I think I've always been very driven, as I think I pinpointed in last year, when was that? Yeah, so I think I've always been really driven and I've always been really ambitious. But I think the difference is now is that as a dancer, you have a lot of insecurities, and you have to, because you're self-reflect. It's worse than fitness because you're self-reflective all the time. And when I was training, it's like, it was hardcore. Everyone was like, no. And it was 4 years of training, and it was full on. And I've always been quite self-analytical because I'm really dyslexic. It's one of my things. I'm really empathetic and really sort of self-analytical, and I'm a Virgo. So these things can sometimes be something that is like hinders me slightly because I do overanalyze. But I think now what I do is I analyze differently. Does that make sense? So I analyze things and then I go, I'm going to logistically think about this. Someone helped me to really come to this thing of logistical thinking and emotional thinking. They will know who exactly they are. To go like, to not always emotionally lead with something, but to logistically lead with it. And I think I'm more logistical in the way I think about my analysing. Does that make sense? Rather than always being like, oh, how do I feel? What do I need to do? So I don't know. What about you?
Be very misleading anyway, or what you feel today. You woke up. For me, I woke up today and there was a blue sky. Woohoo! Wake up and it's raining. Oh, things are so terrible. You've got to have a true vision or a true look at things without letting your feelings get too involved.
Mm.
Yeah, I need to use my head more than these heart, But
yeah, I think
because I feel the way that I am emotionally, though, comes across when I deliver classes. I'm quite energetic. I'm quite hyper. I'm naturally like that. It's not a fake thing. That's how I feel when I'm doing fitness and when I've got the music on and things like that. So it's just about getting that balance and not being a crazy emotional wreck to someone who's got their head screwed on and can channel those emotions in the right way.
I'm definitely not as hyperactive as I used to be. I used to be to borderline ADHD maybe. But like, that's sort of what I think someone was getting at the other day. Like, my energy has just kind of changed, but I don't know if it's because
you guys have got to come for a walk. It's suddenly got very dark. I need to put the light on. It's like
dark all of a sudden, hasn't it?
Black outside for some reason. Keep going, Kate. Keep going.
Yeah. So like, it's just that blah blah blah. I can't remember what. I can't remember.
Well, let's go to the next topic.
Go on, talk about.
Yeah, I just want to shout out strong_fit for you, who's contributed innovation. Keep dreaming. Give everything a try. Nothing is too difficult. Absolutely, 100% agree with that.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for that. Anybody else who's got any other positive comments, drop it in, because this does go to podcast, guys. This will be permanently on audio via my YouTube channel.
Where's Strong Fit for you based? Where are you based?
Where are you based?
Tell us a bit about yourself. Where are you based?
I am here. They're right there.
The energy is there.
With you. You're with us. Yeah. Cool. All right, Kate, you read those messages. I am just going to drop in the next.
Oh, within. I was trying to work it out. I thought I was having a dyslexic moment, Strong. Birmingham, from from the Midlands.
Awesome. Shout out to the West. Is it West Midlands? No, it's just the Midlands.
Yes, no, it's West Midlands.
Just, yeah. Well, my dad's from Coventry. Shout out to my dad. He's going to be listening to the podcast later with my mum. In fact, I might at some point as well, Kate.
Hi, Mummy and Daddy.
She wants to do some podcasts, so we're going to collaborate with my mum.
Oh, I love that.
Well, listen, let's finish on a fun thing.
Sorry.
Yeah, if guys, you ever do an Instagram story or post, and then you say to yourself a bit later on, actually, that needs to come off now.
All right. So you're going to go. Listen, have you got any of them?
I do have them, but I have family who are going to be watching this, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. But as an example, you do a post, you're working out, and then you do it on your phone. Maybe it's a bit dark. You've got your screen brightness down, so you're not quite picking up on things. And then when you go and look at it on another device, high definition, brightness up, and you're seeing some skin folds and some certain parts of anatomy that you thought, I didn't realize that was under the microscope so much. So that just has to go. Happened to me this morning. If you've watched my story, you can read between the lines there.
They possibly got I don't know if I want to say made their Sunday. I shouldn't really say that. That's wrong.
Family collaboration.
It's a family affair. I can't sing. That's something I can't do. People always laugh at me. My voice sounds a bit better than it did earlier. Do you remember when I voice noted you this morning? I was like, yeah. But it's a bit better now. Have I had any that I've had to really take down?
Take down, quick edit, quick take down, and forget that ever happened and it ever, made anyone choke.
You know something? I don't think I really actually have. Maybe it's something I try, to be honest. I don't really swear on social media, and I'm quite straight-laced when it comes to social media in some ways. I haven't got the assets to be popping out either. So I don't know, but sometimes the shorts, and they're really sort of really pale yellow shorts that I've got, maybe don't do me much justice around the same area you're talking about, Danny.
Or you get the sweaty crutch. That's
sweaty crutch.
Lovely grey shorts. And just as soon as the sweat factor happens, it looks like you've wet yourself. So if you're going to post that up.
And you're not that old yet, Danny.
And a lady.
Let's watch out for that one.
Those are the kind of things I'm talking about. Instagram fails, something like that.
Yeah, Instagram fails are quite a good one. Oh no, I have had some things recently because I need to buy new tripods because my tripods are actually broken. I've used them way too much in lockdown, and they just seem to have broken. And anyway, I think it's really bad. But I'm quite resourceful, but maybe I should have used a bit of different sellotape. The other day, I stuck it to my chair, my phone, and it started falling down. And so then I had to quickly run to my phone and do it. But these are all part of lives. Like, that's the reality. It's not always going to be beautiful.
This reality. And this, this is what you're going to get with me and you. You're going to get the real deal. I mean, I look at all these beautiful Instagram photographs where they've used a high def camera they've got beautiful crop, and look, the reality of it is in lockdown too, I'm just going to be in my kitchen. I've just woken up. I probably just rolled down from my bed downstairs into the kitchen, lifting something.
Hair a bit picky, all over the place.
Way.
Mine's like slicked my hair because I don't want to keep on washing it.
It's real. It's how it is. I think this is what we do in England, isn't it? I know our American friends over the pond there. All their Instagram stories and their posts are just like immaculate.
Yeah, but I think some people here as well. I think it's a matter of, maybe it's also a generational thing. I think people of our age are probably, because we're not.
What age would that be, Kate?
Well, I'm a spring chicken of 21. I don't know about you, Danny. Plus another X amount of years. I'm 39, Danny. And you, Danny, how old are you?
44.
You look great.
Yes. I can't wait.
You look like a good man.
That 50 on. Yes.
Yeah, I just think it's about being, for me, it's about I like me being true to myself all the time, and I really want to be true to myself. I do think I can be a bit more, I can maybe sometimes make a little bit more effort in the morning. But I've always been, I was a dancer. I was a contemporary dancer, darling, and I used to roll my trousers up and like wear, you know, you'd be like, I'm in my baggy trousers and baggy top today, and I'm just gonna roll, as my dad calls it, rolling around on the floor and cleaning it.
Thought dancers did, rolled around on the floor.
Yeah, he says, oh, you did a good job there cleaning that stage. Thanks, Dad. Cheers.
What makes me laugh, I had a little joke with a friend about this. I can recognize what other people do in their videos. So for example, when you go out for a run, yeah, you're gonna run to a certain spot, you're gonna put your camera down there, you're gonna press record, then you're gonna run back down to the bottom of that hill, and then you're gonna stride up that hill ever so graceful, like not sweating.
Oh, I've never put that much thought into running up a hill.
Just for the Instagram. Just for the Instagram.
See, that's not me. I'm like running, going, oh yeah, I'm just at the end. I don't know. I do think I'm not that much. I'm a perfectionist, but I also believe in being true. So I don't know. I don't put that much effort into. Is it effort, or is it just? I think that makes me different to the rest.
I think that I watched your live Instagram reels after. They're really good. I mean, you've got a lovely backdrop. You know, you're looking good in the camera. So maybe you're just a natural.
Babe, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm a performer, let's be honest. I don't know. I just don't. I think the natural thing is to be yourself, and I think that is the reality. I think when I first started doing loads of lives, I was like, oh God, I'm live. Oh, what have I got to say? Who am I? And then I was like, do you know something? Just be true. I think I could be a bit more hyperactive in the videos because that's me as a person, but I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me, so I'm not going to put on something different than what I feel at that moment. And I'm also a person that if I'm not feeling that great, I'm not going to pretend that life is amazing and all, you know, because we're all going through a bit of a weird, unusual time, aren't we? So
listen, Kate, how's your motivation going through lockdown 2 here in the UK? Are your classes of what keeping you going, that motivation to get up and train every day? Because a lot of my classes, I would teach out at the local gym, my spin, my HIIT, boot camp, all those kind of things. All of that for me has stopped. So I'm actually doing a lot less than what I would do if we weren't under lockdown. So how are you finding, you know, keeping consistent with your training during lockdown? Are you struggling or you're just doing great?
Well, I use the classes to do my training at the moment because I tend to do like 3, 4, 5 classes a day. So I don't really need to train as much because I'm doing quite a lot and I'm okay. I feel quite good in my body and I feel okay. But mainly what I'm focusing more on this time is more business side of things, like working on the computer and I'm doing a sort of course at the moment, which I don't want to say too much about because it's about the future and It's something we might reveal next week or in a couple of weeks, but I don't want to say it because I'm really like, I'm holding on to a few things because
I think you need to keep something, obviously, you know, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life, but I think there's some things that need to be kept under wraps. You know, there's some things that don't need to be broadcast every 5 minutes. And
no.
I look like one of those people who broadcasts every piece of equipment and every fitness that I do. But what you won't find on here is my family, my children, all the other things that I do. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many more layers to us as people.
Like onions, and every time you peel off a layer, you cry.
Well, I just think it's just, we're working, so it's our business. Yeah, exactly. Oh no. So let me just tell you a quick funny story.
What?
Tell you a really quick funny story what happened the other day.
Right.
So I was on this Zoom meeting, quite an important meeting with quite a few people, right? Anyway, we got put into breakout rooms and I was like, okay. Then my computer, it just wouldn't allow me to go into the room I was meant to go into. So I was sat there like, okay, sat here for 15 minutes, still nothing. Texting the person going, I need to be let in. They're like, okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to let you in. Still wasn't being let in. I thought, do you know something? This was about 10 to 8 at night. I was hungry. Right, so then I was like, let me just take my laptop into the kitchen and start cooking. So I decided to cut up an onion. And then I was like, cutting up the onion. Then I was like, oh, this is a really strong onion. What's going on? I was like, I can't really see my eyelashes, my extensions with like going like this, sticking to my face. And I was like, I can't see. Okay, I guess. And then all of a sudden this guy pops up who was leading this thing. And I was like, oh, hi! 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 I can't really see. I've just cut up an onion. And then I was like crying and they were asking me some quite important questions. I was like, okay. And he was just laughing at me because I thought that I'd just been kicked out for good, but I thought, oh, let me keep my laptop there. And like, I was literally kicked out for 20 minutes. So I literally didn't think I was going in. And it was quite one of the moments of, oh my God, trust it to be me, crying, going, I'm sorry, I can't really see, and trying to say some really important information. That's me, guys.
That is how Kate's mind works. We were talking about being like multi-layered to our personality and being like an onion, and we've got a brilliant onion cooking story.
That's my dyslexic brain.
Fantastic. That's fantastic.
So I think it's the reality of like everyone going through this really weird. What I'm trying to say by that is that nothing is really like slick and beautiful at the moment, and we have to just embrace
yourself, girlfriend.
Oh, sorry. But do you know what I mean? There is things fall down. You might trip over live or whatever. Like, it is that thing, and it's about embracing that moment of this is because people have kids running around or something like that, and I just like, I have onion eyes.
Love that. Well, I just want to say to our viewers who are on now and anybody who comes back and listens to this, because I want to offer advice in between our mad stories. So the question was, I'm struggling with your motivation during lockdown too. You know, how you staying motivated, not able to get out to the gym. Here in the UK, we're not allowed to even go and visit our mums and dads, our sisters. We're not allowed to go into another house. So it's pretty much stay right where you are until at least the 2nd of December. For me, I just think possibly I'm just going through the motions with my workouts, meaning as long as I get up and as long as I do that workout and that I'm just being consistent, then that is number one for me right now. And you know what? I might have a workout where it ends up being really good, and because I'm struggling with sweating at the moment because it's so cold here and training out. I'm just not really sweating, and if I do, it's cold sweat. It's not it's not that hot sweat that I really, really love. So anybody out there who is struggling with working out and all their workouts coming to an end, just try and get up, try and keep up that pattern. If it was a Saturday that you used to do training, try and get up on that Saturday and just keep that timetable.
I think even just going for a walk to sort of just to, because I find I've got a flatmate, but I'm pretty much like I've got a flatmate, but she's only not that long moved in, so, and she's lovely, but obviously it's not my family or friends or stuff like that. She's becoming a friend, but it's different because I'm not known her that long, and it's that thing of, you know, being on my own. It's hard. It is hard. Like, it's a difficult thing. So having that time to go for a walk and just seeing people can sometimes motivate you to go and do your day. So sometimes if I'm feeling really like, I'm just going to go for a walk, even if it's for 15 minutes and come back. Yeah, that's what I try and do. And then I do the workout sometimes because it helps you just to get outside.
Yeah, need to keep trying getting outside, get that fresh air. Because I'm my pattern just before we went back into lockdown. So we had about 6 weeks, was it, Kate, before the lockdown one? We had 6 weeks, guys, where we were able to go back out, go to the gym, you know, see people, whatever. And I was getting up and I was getting in the gym for that 7 o'clock gym slot. My body clock had fallen into a pattern of being able to wake up at 6, get myself ready, go to the gym, come back home, then do the school run. Now that's now. Because we've got 2 parents at home, there's no need for me now to go and do the school run.
Yeah. There's
no need for me now to get up and train at 6 o'clock because they're going to be at school. I know I've got 6 hours now.
Yeah.
To work out. So all my body clock's thrown and my timetable's thrown. And I know when we come back out of lockdown 2, I'm going to have to retrain my sleep patterns again to go back to what I was doing before.
Yeah. It's also that thing of not making yourself too isolated, even though we are in isolation in so many words. But I think it's still touching base with people and stuff that's really important, I think, for my mental state. Like, this is why we're doing this, really. This is just going to help us.
It just fills a time void on a Sunday afternoon where...
Yeah, but also it just makes you feel like you're connecting to people. And people can laugh at me as much as they want and think I'm a bit silly, but I like people to laugh at me sometimes if that makes them feel better about themselves. Yeah, oh God. But yeah, so
let me read this out as well. So we got Strong Fit for You up in Birmingham.
Birmingham.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a doll or a guy. So because I don't want to get any closer to the little picture, otherwise you guys are going to see right up my nostril. It says, I'm pretty busy during lockdown with uni assignments and I have collected weights and I really enjoy training alone. Wow.
But not everyone can do that. Yeah, totally.
Do that, yeah.
No, I agree. Like, not everyone can do that and some people need to be motivated. And so that's why I've been doing the lives to help people get motivated.
Yeah, because I have people that I train, they like to do the outdoor stuff, don't like the online stuff, and it's each to their own, isn't it? You know, you can't, what's right for one person doesn't necessarily work for somebody else.
Definitely. Well, I think this has been amazing, Danny.
It's been amazing. You've been amazing. It's just
amazing.
Phone conversation with you. But I'm able to see you in person. You know, me and Kate have never met in person, you know, y'all. Met in person yet, but, you know, we feel the love and we feel the connection via, you know, messaging and phoning and things like that. So I would say Kate is another one of those people out there that I've connected with over the lockdown period. And I really appreciate and value her experience as well. And
like
jokes.
Like-minded people.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
absolutely. I'm nuts. That's like-mindedness at its best.
Me? Nuts? Never.
But with that being said, we're going to go now. Savvy Sunday Session episode 2 is finished. We'll be back next week. Last words, Kate?
Peace out.
Peace out, y'all.
Take care, guys.
And that wraps it up for this week. What a brilliant podcast. We'll be back again next Sunday with another Savvy Sunday.